Hello children, welcome to 8th Chemistry online classes. Chapter 6 Combustion and Flame. So today we will discuss exercise questions from your textbook. Exercises page number 75. The first question, list conditions under which combustion can take place. Answer, combustion is a process of reaction of a substance with oxygen. So combustion need oxygen. And there are certain conditions required for combustion to take place. They are, first one, presence of a fuel, second one, air or oxygen. Air contain oxygen. And third one, ignition temperature. Ignition temperature means a minimum temperature at which a substance catches fire. So these are the three conditions necessary for a substance to catch fire or for combustion. So all of you write this question and answer in your notebook. So take your notebook and write the heading exercise and page number 75 and start to write the first question and answer. Second one, fill in the blanks. Burning of wood and coal causes dash of air. So burning of wood and coal causes pollution, air pollution. And second question, a liquid fuel used in homes is kerosene. So kerosene is a liquid fuel. And which one is a gaseous fuel? That is a LPG or CNG. And third one, C, fuel must be heated to its dash before it starts burning. So fuel must be heated to its ignition temperature. Then only the fuel catches fire. The fire produced by oil cannot be controlled by oil. That the fire is caused by oil. So that oil cannot be controlled by water. Then how we can prevent or how we can control that? By sand or fire extinguisher. Using fire extinguisher we can control oil fire. So these answers you can write in your textbook with your pencil. Third question, explain how the use of CNG in automobiles has reduced pollution in our cities. So CNG means compressed natural gas. As the amount of unburned carbon particles produced is very less in comparison to petrol, and amount of harmful gases produced is also very less. So CNG is comparatively a cleaner fuel than petrol. So CNG, when burning CNG, it does not produce smoke or these carbon particles. But petrol or diesel, when we use these things, they produce smoke and they produce some harmful gases also. But CNG, that amount is very, very less, the harmful gases and smoke. And that third question, that answer is also right in your notebook. And fourth one, this also very, very important, and this question and answer right in your notebook. Compare LPG and wood as fuels. So these two are LPG and wood, both are fuels, and we do the comparison. Yes, wood. It is considered as a traditional fuel used for both domestic and industrial purposes. So wood is a traditional fuel. Okay, and the second point, wood produces a lot of smoke which pollutes the atmosphere and causes respiratory diseases. And the third point, the usage of wood to a large extent causes deforestation. And the last point, the calorific value of wood ranges between 17,000 to 22,000 kilojoule per kg. Kilojoule per kg is the unit of calorific value. So these are the some points about wood. Okay, so this using of wood is a conventional method, that is a traditional method, and it produces smoke and air pollution, and it is cause the deforestation, and calorific value is this much. And see, LPG, it doesn't release smoke and other pollutants. The amount of that smoke, that amount is very less, and it is a cleaner fuel. It doesn't produce any smoke and any other harmful gases. And the fuel efficiency of LPG is more than that of wood, and calorific value of LPG is 55,000 kilojoule per kg. So you just compare the calorific value of LPG and wood. So this much difference. Okay, so that is why LPG is preferable than wood. And fifth question. This question and answer also write in your notebook. Water is not used to control fires involving electrical equipment. So one statement is given, so you just write the reason. Water is not used to control fires involving electrical equipment. A reason is, water is a good conductor of electricity. If it is used for controlling a fire involving electrical equipments, then the person handling the fire might get an electric shock. Also, water can damage electrical equipments. The two reasons are there. Sometimes it may cause the electric shock because water is a conductor, and water damage, it may damage electrical equipments. And next statement, LPG is a better domestic fuel than wood. So that we already discussed. Okay, so LPG is a better domestic fuel because being a gaseous fuel, it does not produce smoke and unburned carbon particles which cause respiratory problems. So domestic, that is a domestic, why we choose LPG is a domestic fuel, because of this reason. Or calorific value is high, any points you can write. Next is, paper by itself catches fire easily, whereas a piece of paper wrapped around an aluminium pipe does not. Whereas a piece of paper wrapped around an aluminium pipe does not. See, a piece of paper wrapped around aluminium pipe does not catch fire easily because aluminium, being a metal, is a good conductor of heat. Therefore, heat is transferred from the paper to the metal and the paper does not attain its ignition temperature. So in the first case, paper itself, so it catches fire very easily because that is a paper, but a paper wrapped around an aluminium pipe. At that time, aluminium is a metal and it is a good conductor of heat. So heat transfer from the paper to the metal, because metal is a good conductor than paper. So from paper the heat suddenly goes to metal, and paper does not get the ignition temperature, does not attain ignition temperature. Okay, so that is why piece of paper wrapped around an aluminium paper does not catch fire. So these answers you can write in your notebook. Sixth one, make a labeled diagram of a candle flame. So this also draw in your notebook. I hope you already done this in your notebook, but no problem, you can do once again. Draw the figure and label it. Seventh one, name the unit in which the calorific value of a fuel is expressed. And what is calorific value means what? The heat amount, the amount of heat required, required or produced for the complete combustion of 1 kilo of fuel. That is called calorific value, and its unit is kilojoule per kg or kJ per kg, kilojoule per kg, and write this in your textbook. Eighth one, explain how CO2 is able to control fire. CO2 is a non-combustible gas and it is also non-supporter of combustion. And which gas is the supporter of combustion? Oxygen gas. but carbon dioxide is not a supporter of combustion. It extinguishes fire in two ways. Since it is heavier than oxygen, it covers the fire like a blanket and cuts off the contact between oxygen and fuel. Okay, so when fuel is burned because of the presence of oxygen, so carbon dioxide gas comes between oxygen and fuel. So there is no contact between oxygen and the fuel because carbon dioxide is in between oxygen and fuel like a blanket. So that is the one way. Okay, and second way is in cylinders, carbon dioxide is kept in the liquid form. When released, it expands enormously and cools down. This brings down the temperature of the fuel, which helps in controlling the fire. That in cylinders, carbon dioxide is kept in the liquid form, not in the gaseous form. So when we opened the can or that cylinder, it expands because that carbon dioxide liquid form comes as gas when we open. So that time that area cools down. So when it is cool, the fuel cannot attain the ignition temperature, and the same way we can control the fire so that fuel not catches fire. Okay, then next is ninth question. It is difficult to burn a heap of green leaves, but dry leaves catch fire easily. Explain. Green leaves have a lot of moisture in them. This moisture does not allow them to catch fire easily. However, dry leaves have no moisture in them, therefore they catch fire easily. So these two answers you can write in your notebook. 10th question. Which zone of a flame does a goldsmith use for melting gold and silver, and why? Goldsmiths use the outermost part or outermost zone of the flame to melt gold and silver. This is because the outermost zone of the flame undergoes complete combustion. So complete combustion takes place in the outermost area, and this zone is the hottest part of the flame. Because of these two reasons, a goldsmith use outer part or outer zone of the flame for melting gold and silver. Next, 11th one. In an experiment, 4.5 kg of a fuel was completely burned. The heat produced was measured to be 1,80,000 kilojoule. Calculate the calorific value of the fuel. So the given value is 4.5 kg of fuel burned and produce this much heat, 1,80,000 kilojoule. So that is the given value. Heat produced by 4.5 kg of fuel is 1,80,000 kilojoule. So we have to calculate what? Calculate the calorific value of the fuel. And what is calorific value? The amount of heat energy produced, complete combustion of 1 kilogram of fuel. So here we want to find 1 kilogram of fuel. Heat produced by 1 kilogram of fuel. So that is the calorific value. So therefore heat produced by 1 kg of fuel is 1,80,000 by 4.5, that is equal to 40,000 kilojoule per kilogram. So when you do this one, you will get this answer. So do the calculations in your notebook and write this 10th question and 11th question in your notebook. 12th question. Can the process of rusting be called combustion? Discuss. And rusting means the formation of iron oxide, iron particles kept open in the moisture area. Rusting takes place. So rust means iron oxide. So the process of rusting emits heat during the formation of its oxide. So a small part of heat emits by this process. So we can call the process of rusting as slow combustion. Okay, 13th one. Abida and Ramesh were doing an experiment in which water was to be heated in a beaker. Abida kept the beaker near the wick in the yellow part of the candle flame. Ramesh kept the beaker in the outermost part of the flame, whose water will get heated in a shorter time. So we know that outermost part of the flame is the highest or hotter zone. So that is why the water which was put by Ramesh will get heated in a shorter time, because he had put it nearer to the hottest zone of the flame. Okay, so this answer, okay, you can write in your, okay, write in your textbook. Just write slow combustion only, and here write by Ramesh. That answers only you can write in your textbook. Okay, children. So thank you. All the best.